can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert now. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This is a counter play. Eckler.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Maher is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble. motion is a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 3. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Eckler again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now Allen. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And some room to work.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Middle. Half 85.
Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Bills 21, Chargers 10.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he near the 35-yard line. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 7. Herbert will find Williams on the slant. Touchdown! Mike Williams as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Chargers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Final shot before half for Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's caught down the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Allen now looks to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Allen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd and goal, Allen.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop inside the red zone. Every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
But I think the ball's out.
And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Eckler now between the tackles. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means a deep
touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 31 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run again with Harris. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978.